Hello dear students and welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to start our first lecture in our course English Language 1 or General English. This course includes two parts. The first one is about grammar and the second one about reading comprehension, and it includes some reading texts. So let's start our lecture. Our lesson today is in English grammar, and you are going to study the parts of speech of English. When we say the parts of speech, what do we mean with a part of speech? A part of speech is a category of words that have similar grammatical properties. Okay? When we say category of words, that means word classes, okay? Words that have similar grammatical properties. They have the same grammatical properties, okay? So they are similar, okay? As we said, it is known also as a word class. And the parts of speech explain how words are used in a sentence. So here we think of how a word is used in a sentence. So the usage of word in a sentence is very important. You know, we are studying grammar, okay? When we say grammar, here we think of sentence. The components of sentence is very important to be studied. So here we think of these components, which are known as words. In grammar, we call them as parts of speech. They have some other name, which is a word class. So all of them, parts of speech and word class, and a word tell us about the main or the basic component of the sentence. And there are 8 main parts of speech. What are they? The first are nouns. So the first parts of speech, or first type of parts of speech, are nouns. And also we have pronouns and adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Okay, let's start talking, okay, about these parts of speech with the noun. We should know something about noun. A noun, you can say generally, naming word. Okay. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Okay. Here we think of a noun, name. Name of what? Name of person, okay, or place, or thing, or idea. When you say a person, here we think of Adil, Ahmed, Muna, okay? is an example for a name of person. Can be girl also, boy, man, woman. Okay. For place, we can say, for example, bin Jawad, Sirte, Libya. Name of place also can be university, school. Okay. Thing, like what? Table. Okay. And pen, car. Okay. And so on. Also a name of animal. Okay. Dog, cat. Okay. And so on. So here we think of even ideas. Okay. Have some names. Okay. We can think of a noun, can name even an idea. Okay. Adding what? Happiness. Okay. Hope. Something like that. Okay. So let's take some example. When you say Adil lives in Bin Jawad, here we can know that this sentence includes two nouns. The first one is Adil, name of a person, and the second one is Bin Jawad, which is a name of place. Okay. Another example for noun in a sentence: Muna uses pen and Muna uses pen and paper to write letters. Okay, so you think of the noun, or the nouns are Muna, name of person, pen, and paper, pen, paper. Okay, names of things, and also letters is plural form of letter. Okay, which is a name of a thing. Okay. The second type of parts of speech is a pronoun. We can say a pronoun replaces a noun. When you say replaces a noun, that means it takes or can take the place of a noun. Okay, so you can say it's a function, okay, or a job for this word pronoun. As a definition, we can say a pronoun is used in place of a noun or noun phrase to avoid repetition. Good. So here we can say a pronoun used in place of what? Of a noun. Just a noun? No. Here also we can say a noun phrase. Okay. A noun or noun phrase. So why do we use this pronoun in the place of noun or noun phrase? Here we can say to avoid repetition. To avoid repetition. That means to avoid making repeated words. So in case, for example, you said Ali played football and then returned home, you can say, and then he, without saying Ali again. Okay, instead of Ali, you can use he. So let's know more about the pronouns. So we have examples of pronouns. Here we mentioned he. Okay, so here we have a table. Include the types of pronouns. subject pronouns and object pronouns. When you say subject pronouns, we can say subject pronouns are the pronouns that replace subject nouns. When you say subject nouns, that means nouns that used as subject. They comes before a verb. Before the verb, we'll find what? Subject pronouns. And object pronouns are the pronouns that replace object nouns. Pronouns are replace object pronouns are known as what? As object pronouns. That means they come after what? After the verb. So after the verb, we'll find what? Object pronouns. So what are the subject pronouns of English that come before, or that comes before the, when you say a pronoun comes before or after a verb? So subject pronouns come before the verb. So what are they? Here we have first I. When you speak about yourself, you can say I. We. Okay. When you talk about yourself and some other person with you or group of people with you, you can say we. You. Okay. When you talk to someone, okay, you will say you. He. For a boy or a man, okay, you can use he. If you talk about he, okay. Instead of Ali, Umar, Hassan, man, boy, you can use he. Instead of saying Muna or Sarah or Saida, okay, you can use what? She. Even instead of a girl or a woman, okay, name of such kind of what? Of person, okay. So we use she to replace Muna or Sarah or girl or woman generally, okay. It used to replace thing or an animal, okay. We use it instead of saying the car, you can say it, okay. Instead of saying cat, you can say it. The cat drinks milk, you can say a cat. You can say a cat. So here we can say it. It drinks a milk. It drinks a milk. Instead of saying the name of the animal, okay, cat or dog or something. They is used for plural. Plural pronoun, okay. Plural of he or she or it. Ahmed and Muna, you can say they. Ali and Sarah, they. Ahmed and Umar, they. Muna and its dog, oh, sorry, Muna and her dog, okay, sorry. Muna and her dog, I say also they. So they here used for what? For plural, okay. Okay, plural of what? Of he, she, it. So of saying he and he, she and she and it, okay, we use what? They. We think of the form just to make sense, okay. So as we said, subject pronouns comes before verbs. Object pronouns come after verb, okay. So after the verb, we find me. So in case we said I is subject, comes before the verb, me is object used after the verb. We is subject pronoun, comes before the verb, and us is object pronoun, comes after the verb. You, the same spelling, but this is capital because it comes in the beginning, okay? Most of cases, okay, it's capital, this form, okay? And as object pronouns, we use this form, okay, after the verb. He, before a verb as subject, him, after the verb as object pronoun, okay? Instead of saying, I met Ahmed, you can say, I met him. Here, she is subject pronoun and her is object pronoun. You can say, instead of saying, I saw Sarah or I met Sarah, you can say, I met her. It, subject pronoun, the object pronoun which come after the verb is it, okay, in small form. They is subject pronoun and them is object pronoun, comes after the verb. So here we know this is a form of English sentence, okay, it includes mainly subject and verb. And sometimes we find even object or complement. So this is the order of English sentence. First, subject, then verb, then object. So as subject pronouns, the subject pronouns will find them in this position as subjects. Okay. The place, nouns in this place, before the verb, before the verb. But after the verb, we'll find what? Object or object pronouns. So objects are me, us, you, him, her, it, them are object what? Pronouns used here after the verb, after the verb. Before the verb, we find I, we, you, he, she, it, and they as subject pronoun. Okay. So it's about this point. So let's take some example sentences. Okay, here, Sarah is tired. Sarah is tired. Instead of saying Sarah wants to sleep, here we can say she. Instead of saying Sarah again here, to avoid repetition, okay, we said here she, and she here returns to what? Or refers to Sarah. She wants to sleep. She wants to sleep because she's tired. Okay. Then I can add, I want her. Her refer to who? Refer to Sarah. Her refer to Sarah. Okay. I want her to play with me. Me. And me here return to what? Or refer to I. Me refer to I. Okay. The third part of the speech is an adjective. An adjective. Say adjective, singular, and adjectives as plural. So adjective, generally describing word or describing a word. Okay. So this is its job. The job of adjective is to describe word. Okay, to describe a word. Okay. So the complete definition here, an adjective describes and gives more information about a noun or pronoun. An adjective describes and gives more information about a noun or pronoun. So a noun or pronoun are described by what? By an adjective. So the adjective describes noun or pronoun. Okay, it adds or modify them, modify noun or pronoun. So examples for the adjective, yeah, big. When you say big, big box, big house, happy or happy, happy, happy boy, happy girl, happy birthday, green, green house, green blouse, black jacket. Jacket is a noun and we use black to describe it. Okay, tell us about the color. The color. Okay. Young, young man, young man. Man is a noun and we use young to describe this man. Fun story or funny story, okay, something like that. Funny. Okay. Not fun. Fun seems to be a noun more. Okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy boy or mad, okay, or something. One. Here we think of the numbers. Okay. The numbers can be described as what? Here we talk about cardinal numbers. The cardinal numbers can be described as what? As adjectives, even ordinal numbers. Okay. When you say cardinal numbers, we think of one student, two students, three students. Okay. So think of three students. Here, three describe students. So it tells us about number. When I say ordinal, we means what? Instead of saying one, we say the first. The first student was Ahmed. Instead of saying two as ordinal number, we say the second student was Ibrahim, for example. The third was Yasin. Okay, so we think of the order. Okay, so called numbers either what? Ordinal or cardinal. Order, we use them in order, first, second, and third. And cardinals as 1, 2, 3, etc. Also the articles, the definite and indefinite. The indefinite articles a or an, and the definite articles the or the. Okay, we think of them as what? As a type of adjectives. They used with nouns. They used with nouns. Even here, when you say when we talk about adjectives, say that an adjective, an adjective. So an here tell us about what? Any adjective in some way. Okay. One adjective, an adjective. Okay. So an describe what? The noun adjective. Okay, we think of some of example from what we do, what we said. Okay. Okay. Let's take some example sentence. The little boy had a black hat. The little boy had a black hat. Little describe boy. Little describe boy. And the boy, also the describe boy. Okay, that means definite noun. Okay. And had a black hat, had a black hat. We think of black hat. Black is an adjective and hat is the noun. So black describe the hat. Which hat? We said the black one. Okay, so black used before the noun in order to describe the noun, to describe the hat. Even a is an article that used with what? Had or before had in order to say any had. Okay, so this one also, this article describe the type of. Okay, what about verb? Verb also is one of the types of the parts of speech of English. Verb is action word. This is generally, okay. Verb is action word. Can describe verb by saying that a verb shows an action or state of being. Verb shows, okay, or gives, or even let's say give us an idea about what? An action or state of being. When you say action, we think of the action verbs. Open, eat. When you eat, you will take something and you put it in your mouth, okay? You will make some action. You will perform some action. So we have action verbs. We do them in process, okay? When you take pen and you draw something or you make some simple, okay, on paper, that means you are writing. So write is action verb. Open, you will go to the door and you will move. Yes, so we think of open. Close also is action verb. Drink, you will take some liquid and you put it in your mouth and then you will swallow it. So we think of it as what? Drink as action verb. Drive, you will go to the car, okay, and you will switch it on, okay, and we'll move the car. So that means drive is action verb. But state verb, state of being, tell us about what? The forms, okay? One of them is the verb to be itself. The verb to be itself is, are, or are, okay, and some other types. So we think of state of being verbs. After them we'll find what? Complement. And after action verbs we'll find objects. Okay, so after action verbs we'll find objects, and after state of being verbs we'll find complement. Okay, we'll know more about them, okay, later. A verb shows what someone or something is doing. So this is its what? Function. It shows what someone or something is doing. Okay, so doing of thing connected with what? Verb. So verb can be action or state, can shows action or state of being. And also the verb shows what someone or something is doing. Someone for human and something for things, okay, or animals, okay. Examples. Here we have two types of verbs, regular and irregular. The regular verbs accept ed, okay, in the past form or in the past form and past participle forms. But the irregular verbs do not accept ed, but will make some change in the verbs or in the words, or even will make the same form, okay, will make change, or even we'll put the same verb. For example, here for regular verbs we have played, the past of it, played, will add ed, so it's regular verb. Okay, live, lived, also will add ed. Walk, walked, with ed, with adding ed. Okay, like, liked, with adding, yes, okay, so we'll find ed at the end of the verb, so it's regular verb. The irregular verbs have some different forms, okay, in their structure. Will not accept ed. The irregular verbs will not accept ed, as in play, okay? So it's different, okay? So we'll not add ed with the irregular verbs, but we'll make change in the verb, or even we'll put the same verb. So let's think of the change of the verb. Out of do, we'll say did, D-I-D, the past. The past of go, went, not good, not good, went. Speak, spoke, speak, spoke. Run, ran. Eat, ate. Okay? And we'll think also of are, we have were, is, was, have, had, okay, H-A-D. So we have also we'll give you some table, okay, for these verbs, okay. Example sentence. I like English, so I study their rules. I like English, so I study their rules. Here, like is a verb. It includes what, or tell us about what? Action or state of being. I like English. So it tells about something, okay? It's a verb. So I study. Study is also another verb, okay? The next part of a speech is adverb. Adverb. So adverb, that means it will add something to the verb. So it will describes. So it will describe a verb. So adverb describes a verb. Adverbs describe verbs. Okay. So the definition of an adverb, okay, can say an adverb describes or modifies a verb, or even an adjective or another adverb. So here we have some point, okay, which is important. Okay, you can say the adverb describes or modifies. Okay, describes what? Describes the verb or some verb, a verb or an adjective or another adverb. So the adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. So an adverb also tells us how, where, when, and how often, or even to what extent. And many adverbs end, many adverbs end in what? Ly. So we'll find some adverbs, or a lot of, some different types of adverbs, okay, ends in what? Ly. Recently. Okay. Polite, politely. Okay, we'll add to the main form of adjective ly. Sometimes we'll find just a word built with ly, okay. Some examples for the adverb. Slowly, so here we note the ly at the end. Quietly, also will note ly at the end. Very also is an adverb used with adjective or even some other adverb. Very quickly, very fast. Okay. Always is also an adverb. Never. To. Well. Tomorrow. Here. All of them are adverbs, or example for adverbs. So here let's take some example for adverb in a sentence. When you say I am usually busy, I am usually busy. Here we not usually, okay? It's used, okay, in this sentence as an adverb. Also, when you say yesterday, tell us about time. Yesterday, tomorrow, I will, but yesterday, the past, okay? I ate my lunch quickly. So yesterday is an adverb, quickly is an adverb, and usually is an adverb, okay, in these two sentences. The next part of the speech is preposition. It shows relationship. Preposition shows relationship. Okay. In the definition, you can say a preposition shows a relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word. So preposition shows relationship or connection between what? Between noun or pronoun and another word, and another word. Okay. They can indicate time or place or relationship. So we can say preposition can indicate time, place, or relationship between two what? Things, two nouns maybe, okay, or even two words. Okay. It indicates time. Preposition can indicate time, place, or relationship. So here we think of some different types, different types, okay, of prepositions. Okay, the first one is at used for time or place. At for time, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, okay, at. On, before on. At also can be used for place. At for place. At office, okay, or at an office, okay, or something. Okay. On can be also used for time and for place. On Friday, time. On Wednesday. And for place, on the table. On the table, place. In, also another form, okay, used for time, place, or relationship, okay. From, of, with, near, between, about, and under. We have some others, okay, but here we just select some of them. Example sentence: I left my books on the table for you. I left my books. So there is my books on the table. There is connection between what? Books and the table. Connection between books and the table. The on. So we use on to make relationship or to show or indicate relationship between books and the table. So books on the table. Okay. Why? For you. For or for you. So we think of this connection, okay, or relationship between my books and for you. Okay, so you think of connection between two words, books and you. You use for. Connection between books and table. You use on the table. The books on the table and the books for you or for you. Conjunction. Conjunction joining word. Think of them as joining word or linking words. A conjunction, this is the definition, a conjunction joins or connect or link two words or ideas, phrases or clauses together in a sentence and shows how they are connected. So conjunction are joining words or even connecting words, okay, or linking words. They used to join two words or two ideas or two phrases or two clauses together in a sentence and show how they are connected. Some example for conjunction words or connecting words, let's say, or joining words. And, or, but, because, so, yet, unless, since, and if. All of them are what? Joining words, okay, or conjunction or linking words. Here, let's use them in some example. I was hot and tired, but I still finished the race. I was hot and tired, but I still finished the race. Okay, so I was hot. This is an adjective, and tired, also another adjective. Hot and tired. Here we connect this phrase or this word with another, with what? Some adjective, with another adjective, with and. We use contrast, but. I still finished the race. He was hot and tired. He was hot and tired. But he still finished, or he finished the race. He finished the race. But here is contrast or contrast word. Contrast conjunction. The last type of part of speech is interjection. Interjection. You can say it's expressive words using expressing, okay? An interjection is the word or phrase that expresses a strong feeling or emotion. So an interjection is the word or phrase first, and an interjection expresses a strong feeling or emotion. Okay, let's think of some form. It is a short exclamation. Short exclamation. You remember the exclamation mark. Okay, so it's a short exclamation. When we want to express exclamation, we can think of such type of interjection forms. Okay, words with exclamation mark. So we would think of some examples. We think also of the exclamation mark. These are the exclamation marks at the end of the interjections. So we have wow, exclamation word. Ouch, great, help, oh, hey, hi. Okay, we think of them all as what? Interjection words. Okay, they used to express a strong feeling or emotion. Okay, some pain or something. Oh, okay, so we think of this form. Okay, let's take some example sentences. Wow, I passed my English test. Wow, I passed my English test. And this is the interjection word. Okay. It expresses a strong feeling. Okay. That he's very happy. Wow, I passed my English test. Okay. For ought here, we use it when you feel pain, okay, or something like that. Strong feeling. Okay. You are working. Okay. Use the hammer, and then you hit your finger. You say, ouch. I hit my finger. Okay. Or even, ouch, I cut my finger. Okay. So we think of it as a form, okay. Interjection is the word that expresses strong feeling or emotion. When you say great, okay, also another interjection word, great. Okay. I passed my English test. The other one will say great. Okay. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Okay. So that's all about our lesson of parts of a speech. What about practice? We have some samples here. The first question, for example, for such type of lesson, fill the gaps of the sentence below. A dot dot join two words, ideas, phrases, or clauses together in a sentence and shows how they are connected. So what do connect, or what connect words and ideas and phrases? Yes, you are right. It's what? A conjunction. A conjunction, right? Yes. A conjunction joins two words, two ideas, two phrases, or clauses together. Okay. And shows how they are connected. A dot dot can indicate time or place or relationship. A dot dot can indicate time, place, or relationship. So what will make relationship of time and place? Here we can say it is a preposition. Yes, you are right. Okay. And so on. Okay, these are the other forms. Okay, you can think of them. Another type of question, fill the gaps of the sentences below. Sarah is tired, wants to sleep. So what do you think of the word that can be used here? Yes, it's pronoun because it comes before the verb, or before the verb. So since we are talking about Sarah, here we should use some subjective pronoun, which will be for Sarah, she. Sarah is tired. Yes, she wants to sleep. Excellent. I want dot dot to play with. Okay, I want her to play with me. Okay. Also, the second example, the second question, I was hot dot dot tired, but I still finished race. So here I was hot and tired. Here we have adjective and some other adjectives. So we'll say I was hot and tired, but I still finished the race. Okay. Here, interjection, that hurt. Ouch, O-U-C-H, ouch, that hurt. Okay. Here also some other question. Complete the table. Complete the table. Here we have subject pronouns or subjective pronouns and objective pronouns. For example, here you have you. This is a subject. What is the object from it? It's you. Small letters. You. Y-O-U. Here we have subject pronoun. Okay. So what about her? Her is object pronoun. What should we put here? Her. Here we should use what? She. The subject pronoun is she. S-H-E. Okay. The last one, here we have also some other object pronoun, us, and the subject pronoun should be we, W-E, we. Okay. The third type of question, give 3 examples for each of the following. Give 3 examples for each of the following. A noun or nouns, you can think of what? Ali, boy, cat, Ali, Muna, house. So any 3 you can write here, just 3 examples for nouns. Adverbs, you can say quickly, okay, usually, yesterday, Y-E-S-T-E-R-D-A-Y. Okay, you can think of them. If you return to the topics about adjective, you will find some examples. Okay, just here I want 3 for each: adjectives and pronouns and interjections. Okay, dear students, thank you for joining this lecture, and see you inshallah next week in some new lesson inshallah. Goodbye.